the day I donated blood, and the man who taught me why giving matters. There are days when an ordinary act suddenly becomes a mirror, reflecting back decades of choices, influences, and the people who shaped you. Yesterday, donating blood, something I've done since 1986, became one of those moments. It started with the usual routine, the long list of screening questions, now so detailed that even a lifelong non user like me felt interrogated. Substances I've never heard of, names I couldn't recognize, questions I couldn't answer with confidence. Then the finger prick. Iron levels fine. Blood pressure 119 over 83. Weight 82 kilograms. Remember, normal weight 97. Anyway, height 1.8 meters, age 56. All numbers, all data. But behind those numbers is a story that began long before I ever sat in a donation chair. Because for me, giving blood has never been about the biscuit and the juice at the end. It's always been about giving back. A lesson I learned from one of the greatest Namibians to ever walk this land, Andimba Toiva Yatoebu. The man who said, "Pull up your pants, young man." People know Andimba as a freedom fighter, a founder, a prisoner of conscience, a statesman. But I knew him as something else too, a man who believed in discipline, dignity, and doing the right thing even when no one is watching. He had a way of correcting you without humiliating you, a way of guiding you without preaching, a way of reminding of your worth with a single sentence. And yes, he was famous for telling me more than once, "Pull up your pants, young man." It wasn't about clothing, it was about carrying yourself with purpose, about walking through the world as if your actions mattered, because they do. I always remember him, the man who wrote everything in longhand. In a world rushing towards digital everything, Andimba remained loyal to the pen. Every message he wanted sent out, every thought he wanted preserved, every instruction he needed delivered, all written in longhand. There was something sacred about it. Ink on paper, effort, intention, a reminder that leadership is not about speed, but about clarity and conviction. He was an unsung hero in many ways, not because people didn't know his name, but because they didn't always see the quiet, everyday discipline that made him who he was. So I ask, have I not done more? As I sat there yesterday, answering questions about substances I've never touched, I felt a strange mix of pride and frustration. Pride in 4 decades of giving, frustration at the bureaucracy of modern screening, and then that voice in my head, the one that sounded suspiciously like Amdimba, asked me, have I not done more? It wasn't self pity. It was a reminder, a challenge, a call to keep giving, keep serving, keep showing up. Because giving blood is just not a medical act. It is a civic act, a moral act, a human act. It is rain falling on someone you will never meet. It is life flowing from one stranger to another. It is a quiet continuation of a legacy of service. So, a tribute to an unsung hero. I donated blood yesterday because I believe in giving back. But I also donated because a man once taught me that service is not a performance, it is a way of life. He taught me that dignity is in the details, that handwritten words carry weight, that discipline is love in disguise, that leadership is not loud. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can say to a young man is simply pull up your pants. So this donation, like so many before, is a tribute, a thank you, a continuation of a lesson that began long ago. Andimba Yatoivo may be gone, but his influence lives in every act of service we carry forward. Yesterday, mine just happened to be 450 milliliters of